The laces on my Sidi mountain bike shoes started to fray, and it turned out to be an adventure to fix them. I wanted to remove the buckle to make it easier to access the underside where the laces come through, but removing the buckle was not fun. The buckles pivot on a rod that has a friction fit. I applied some oil to the rod and then tried to just press it out, but when that didn't work, I tried some penetrating oil and then eventually ended up just trying to hammer it out. The key thing here was getting the buckle into a vise to give it some support while I tried to tap on the back of this probe. Eventually I got it to move far enough out that I was able to grab onto the other end with a pair of long-nose pliers. With that pivot rod out, I was easily able to just remove the buckle, and now I have full access to the laces in the bottom of the buckle. For anyone that's interested, the diameter of that pivot rod is about 1.43 millimeters and the knurled end is about 1.53 millimeters. The laces are really easy to remove. You just pull them away from these clips, and with that done, the buckle and that lace all can come away from the shoe. The laces feed through the side of the buckle housing, through the side of the gear, and then into this center area. But here's the tricky part. One end of the lace feeds straight through. It goes straight through the housing, straight through the gear, and right into that center chamber. The other end of the lace, however, takes a hard left turn inside the housing, and then it goes through the gear and into that center chamber. The location of the holes in the sides of that gear can be found by looking for these notches, one on the left and one on the right. After cutting the lace, it was pretty easy to just reach into that center chamber with the long nose pliers and just pull them out. And I really shouldn't say them, it's really one lace. I ended up cutting it, the bad part, out, and then you got the two ends, and I just pulled those two. So then with the lace out, I just took the two parts that I had cut, put them end to end, and measured them. It's about 58 centimeters, including the two little knots. My plan was to feed the new lace from the center out through the more difficult right angle side, and fortunately there was a little chamber in the housing that allowed me to catch it and then bring it out and then feed it back down out of the housing. And of course when I did it, it created this little loop in the center, but I just was able to pull that through. It didn't kink or anything. Okay, with that done, then I just had to pull out enough lace to get it to the right length and then feed it in the other side. With that done, then the only thing left was to make the knots at the right distance to make sure the lace is the right length, and I wanted to do that with a couple of pairs of pliers just to make sure the knots were nice and tight. So I just marked the end and then made the knot and then pulled it tight and then snipped off the excess. At this point I just had to put the buckle back on with the pin and then put the lace back through the clips. I hope this helps keep you biking.